ones. In Exodus 17, the Lord is taking the people of Israel through the desert, and Moses was their leader. And they came to a place where they were camping, had camped out to spend the night, and there wasn't any water in the vicinity for them to drink. And it brought this question up to me: if the Lord was the one who was leading them, why would they be in need? Why would they be thirsty? Why would there not be provision there for them? I mean, we're talking about a group of people that traveled through the desert for 40 years, and yet the Lord preserved their sandals so that they never wore out in that entire time. Why would He allow them to come to a situation where they felt lack, where they felt need? And perhaps He was teaching them to turn to Him to be their provider. Perhaps He was teaching them that they could look to Him to supply their needs. I think the whole experience in the desert for the people of Israel was an object lesson in that, to learn that God truly was God and that He was their provider. He was their rescuer. He was their leader. I think He was trying to teach them these things through the situations that they encountered. So here we are in the middle of the desert with nothing to drink, no water, and they're getting thirstier by the minute. And have you ever noticed when we don't have something, we want it all the more? And so I think even by them talking about the fact that they were thirsty, and you're hearing that your neighbor's thirsty, and then you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm thirsty too. And as it goes on, there's rumblings in the camp. And what did they do? They grumbled against their leader, Moses. They started complaining about the one who was in charge. Doesn't that sound familiar? They didn't turn to the one who could provide the solution for their need. Instead, they turned to the person who was their human leader. There's lots of negativity in our land these days. There's lots of grumbling against our leaders. There's lots of complaining about the ones who are never ever going to be able to get it right by everybody. And believe me, I share some of those same frustrations. But I do not believe that we're supposed to be able to find all the solutions that we need from our human leaders. We need divine intervention. And I want to challenge us: how much are we speaking to the Lord about the needs that we have and asking for answers for the problems that face us? How much are we talking to Him versus how much we are talking about those that we are struggling to find those answers? We spend a lot of time complaining about what's not happening, or when things aren't being done the way that we want them to be done. And yet we could be spending more time going to the one who is our rescuer, who is our provider, who is the one who could intervene. The question is, what are the things that God wants to teach us in the middle of the COVID-19 wilderness? I think it's the same thing He was trying to teach the Israelites, that He is God, and that He is for us, and that He has solutions and He can supply our needs. That if we will turn to Him, He will rescue us, He will lead us, and He will provide for us. And so I encourage you, look to Him. Know that He is the Lord, and that those who hope in Him will not be disappointed.